Do you remember what we were doing last?
I don't remember, nor do I remember the answer that you gave me. I feel like I've asked you that before about the button, but I don't remember. I have no idea what we're doing.
That's fine.
We're gonna get Shephard off.
We're gonna find this kid. We're gonna get sweet vengeance.
We know this fool's in space.
He's got Princess Peach.
This bitch.
So we just got Liara. She's in the crew. She's in here. We're gonna look at her baby face.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk to people.
We gotta talk to people. We gotta ask them how they feel.
We gotta talk to people.
Let's talk to
Kaden! Hey!
Hey Kaden, how do you feel about having an alien on the ship?
What's up, my unstable brother? You want some tea? You work so hard. Look at them
Anything you need,
cheekbones.
Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Well,
What is the stonewalling? What do you mean?
I don't even know. Good.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Ask if he's alright.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down.
Better.
It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
Tell me about
Got
it.
a story there, Olenko?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why
Fucking
Kinetics kept it a
Turians.
secret.
Fucking
They were
up
afraid of what
everyone.
people back home would think.
You know which ones are Turians?
For help when we just fought a war
Yeah.
with them.
The dude we're hunting.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Wow.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
No.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table.
Under the
The
table.
less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient
A whole
stuff.
bunch
I
of
won't
fun
know for a
stuff
long
happens
time.
under the
I should
table.
get back to my duty.
I want
Make
to get him
history,
justice.
Not rehash it.
It's too late.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes.
Okay.
I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Do you?
Tensions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
Wow. Okay. She
We'll talk
art
another
now.
time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I mean, yeah.
How dare you objectify
No,
her?
no. It's just weird. It's like the nerdiest thing I've ever heard. She's art. It's also very flattering, but super weird and nerdy. I mean, I'm into her too, but like,
I think he's objectifying her.
whatever. I don't think she's fucking art. If I was in their world, she wouldn't be. I mean, but you know,
If you were
for
in
the
the-
game sense, and yes, I guess technically she's art.
If you were in the world,
Someone called me art.
no, who would
Be
you?
really weirded out.
What kind of alien would you want to appreciate the most?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Appreciate.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
It'd be like I want to spend some time and look at these people. Let's.
Rex, give me that neck.
Ooh, look at this weirdo walk. Hold on.
It's called the shimmy.
Ayy.
Shimmy slide.
Hey.
You're super weird.
Hey.
We're gonna lay it on thick?
Hey. Oh no, I'm doing my slick walk.
I'm just curious. Hold on, because you
Hey,
can't go
Liara.
after her and
Hey,
Ashley.
Liara.
Right?
How you like these sweet moves?
Oh my lord. Which one? You gonna pick?
Why not have both?
You can't have both. Her boobs are
Commander.
better.
Are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
Chubby cheeks.
so am
That's why
I.
she looked like a baby.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Here we go.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds like a date profile. Long walks on the beach kind of thing. Bubble
Sounds
bath.
dangerous. And lonely.
Lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful.
Acknowledge
Until the
that we said
Geth
you're
followed me
lonely.
to Artemis Tau. I
Yeah.
never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As
No,
for the
you need
solitude, well,
someone. Here we
that
go.
is one aspect that most appealed to me.
Damn.
Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Why is that?
You don't like other people?
Or cookies.
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's
She a
footsteps.
rebel.
They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an
did.
archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
It's not foolish. It's not foolish.
All children rebel against their parents.
Yeah, that's what they
It's a
do.
natural part of growing up.
Why do you want to do the
You share the
jerk
wisdom of
answer
the matriarch,
in
Shephard.
question? I
That is
see you
exactly what
hesitating.
Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Hey.
Hey.
No, I did not mean to insinuate.
Let's start with anatomy.
Shepherd. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study.
Yeah.
No,
In
that's even
depth.
worse.
Relax.
Calm
Relax.
down, Liara. I was only joking.
The top choice is always the nicest one.
I know.
Oh, by the goddess! How could I be so
I wish
dense?
it wasn't that
You must
easy.
think I am a complete and utter fool.
I think you're
Now you know
charming.
why I prefer to spend
think
my
she has
time in the
nipples.
field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something.
Why you gotta
embarrassing
bring
around
that
other
up?
people.
We're flirting,
Please,
everything.
Just pretend this conversation
I don't think she
never
has
happened.
nipples.
Well, we're flirting,
Just
so...
draw her some.
Okay.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for
put
the
some
Asari to become more involved in
pepperoni
shaping
nipples.
galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run.
Yeah, to
Yes, I
stop
hope
those
so.
damn Turians.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any
So
sense to me.
sensitive.
I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
Tell me about your culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My
So,
people
Switzerland?
believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Fake news.
Like
The
what?
rumor is that you taste like blueberry.
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
Yeah.
Species is
That was right.
monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce.
all
This
ladies.
second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Hold on. So she could do it with a lady. Would she get pregnant or would the lady get pregnant?
She would. Watch. Oh,
You bop.
I
There
don't
we go.
understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it.
It's exciting.
Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union.
Lame.
The true connection is mental. Our
Ew.
physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds.
That's deep.
We explore the
Can you
genetic
go that
memory of their
deep?
species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Ooh.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And
That's
even
sweet.
after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and
Like the
space.
puppies.
Do you know who Matriarch Venezia chose as her partner?
She rarely
Saren.
spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Venezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our
oh
species.
no, she's
Asari
an
daughters inherit
incest.
racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people.
Aw,
It is
that's so
possible
sad.
Venezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Aw.
She's like Joffrey.
You don't know that. Support her. No.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
Dude, you
Venezia
researched the
never
past.
spoke
You can
of her
totally
partner.
figure it out.
Yeah, she
Whatever
never wants
happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
to. That's it.
Bye-bye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepherd.
Got some experience from that. She seemed
She's
tense.
stretching. You want to watch her stretch some more?
Yeah. Let's look at this work of art. Let's put a ring around that boobie.
Joshua.
And a ring around...
Stop. Leave the blueberry alone. Stop. Leave the blueberry alone.
Oh.
You need to stop when I say stop, damn it.
You need to... Just
What?
Don't hit me.
Stop.
Okay.
Go for flinching.
How would you feel
What?
if I just walked around the house like this?
That's how you run. You have this weird bouncy uppity shit when you run.
Oh, excuse me for being happy for being fit. Do do do.
I can't comment on that because I'm supposed to be supportive.
I'm fit. It's my clothes that don't fit. Cause I'm bigger now.
Being supportive.
I have what they call the COVID cushion. Hey, Garrus.
Commander, good to see you.
I
May I
hate
ask-
your race.
I'm gonna ask you some personal questions.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
We sound like we're
I
trying to make
remember
friends
the
over beers.
Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Why were you investigating?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts.
Ew.
Organs, mostly.
That's
We
fine.
usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
Ooh.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit
Clone.
of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist.
Clones.
So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Stay focused,
Some Krogan
Shepherd.
believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
They have 4 nuts. Now we
Somebody's
know.
making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
What?
A 5-testicled Krogan.
What?
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on.
Oh,
The medics
God.
found incisions
He was
all
growing them
over his
inside.
body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes.
Oh,
Walking,
gross.
living test tubes.
Oh,
He was growing parts inside these
that's
people?
disgusting.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off.
That's
Most of the
nuts.
victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them.
Oh,
Most of
dear
them were a
God.
mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst
Freak.
part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock.
I hope we
By the
catch
time
this
I found
bastard.
out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
No, that's why he
I
hates the
ordered
CSEC.
Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried
Ooh.
about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We
That's
just
true.
used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Patton and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to
Bastard.
do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Say he's right.
A few
Be nice
casualties
to
is a
him.
small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Because he's on our
Yeah,
team.
exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they died by now anyway.
That's
wish
true.
it would've stopped.
I'm supporting this.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to change
Give it to us. Let's do
We're
it.
gonna get this
Get
guy.
this bastard.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Hell yeah.
Do we get it? Do we get it?
Yeah, it's in our journal.
Oh, can we do that? Oh, please. Can we get this creep?
Yeah.
Fuck this
That was such a
dude.
good story.
It was so. I'm on the edge of the couch right now, yo.
It was so good.
I put my tea down.
He's always been down.
No, like I forgot I had tea. That's what I mean when I put my tea down.
Hold on, we're gonna stand in this corner for a little bit and share a story. You know how Liara said that she was like,
See how I'm drinking my tea again? See how I don't care?
you know how all children rebel from their parents?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to share a story of when you rebelled from your parents?
Oh, are we doing like a thing where we talk about our shit?
Do you want to do a story time? Here, we'll do story time while I look at weapons and sell some stuff.
I cannot
Looking
do
for
this
supplies?
without, like,
Let's see what you've got.
shitting on my parents.
What are the odds of them just like...
All the times I rebelled, I felt like it was justified. And I'm like almost 30 and I don't take it back. So, you know, I don't know, man. I can't.
You can't give a single story?
I can't without like just shitting on my parents. I can't do it.
Alright.
That's my story time.
Alright, so let's see.
When did you do it, you spoiled little shit?
I'm just selling this stuff right now.
I know. What's your story time?
My one...
He's spoiled, by the way.
I'm not spoiled.
You
My
were
parents
spoiled
just
through
love me.
neglect.
Yeah.
Every kid's dream.
Yeah, so my parents didn't really...
Ooh, tell the one about the TV. You doing the one about the TV?
What TV? What TV story?
That one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that one. I love that one.
So this one time...
Show.
I was like not doing good at my homework.
Not doing good at his homework. He wasn't doing his homework.
I wasn't doing my homework.
Looking for supplies?
For shame.
I wasn't doing my homework, but I was still passing my
see
tests.
what
But
you got.
you know,
You bet.
homework is graded, so it's part of your grade. So they want you to do your homework. So Mom said you have to do your homework, and you can't watch TV until you finish your homework, and you're grounded.
Bum bum bum.
And I was like, oh no, I'm grounded. This is my first time being grounded.
First time he had ever been grounded, y'all. This kid has never been spanked. He's never been grounded. I don't even think you've been yelled at. Like, how old were you when this happened?
I was like 16 or 17.
16 years. He was like almost an adult. And they're like, your first grounding. Till he gets his homework done. Not even like a traditional, like, you're grounded for a week, you little fucker, or something like that. Nah. Till you get your homework done. What? And then what did you do? What did you do?
So I did my homework, and then my mom and my grandma, they were in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, maybe if I just turn the TV down real low, she won't notice. And my bedroom didn't have a doorknob because
In the ghetto.
we were in the ghetto. So we just had like a little frog in that hole where a doorknob was, and we just used that frog
It's not a real frog.
to cover the hole.
It's not a real frog.
Anyways, so oh yeah,
Say it's not a real frog.
stuffed frog.
Okay.
It's a stuffed frog.
I just needed the world to hear you say it wasn't a real frog.
So I turn on the TV and I just start watching TV, and then like 20 minutes later, my mom walks in. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just watching TV." She's like, "Oh, okay. Did you do your
Okay.
homework?" I was like, "Yeah." And she just walks away.
She forgot she punished him.
I'm unpunishable.
He's unpunishable. So, wait, was that her condition? Like, to do your homework, then you can watch TV?
No, she said,
What?
you said you can't watch TV until you finish your homework. You're grounded. You can't watch TV for the rest of the week.
Oh, she did give you a time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
then, like, you couldn't stop me.
also, I really don't think she remembered.
She didn't remember.
She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She can't remember mean things. Except for gossip.
Gossip's not mean. It's just info.
Gossip is very mean. I hate gossip.
So, I heard some gossip about Rex.
That I want to feel his neck?
No.
Or that the Turians wiped out your genetic shit?
I want to know how many testicles you have,
What do
Rex.
you want, Shepherd?
4.
I got a personal inquiry. Look at him. He's just staring at him. Just like...
Oh, he looked down. He looked
He's
down.
just trying to count the number of testicles and where they are.
In his neck.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Oh.
Lots of reasons.
Yes. I like it.
As I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why
already
not
talked to
stay
him
and
about
help your
this.
people?
I don't
Tried
remember.
to help. That's why I had to leave.
Ooh.
What happened?
Yeti.
I was betrayed.
Backstory.
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, One of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
That sounds super dumb.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to
I
forget
think the
about
Turians
war.
did it on purpose.
We needed to focus
Maybe.
on breeding.
Because they're a
At least
warrior
for
race.
one
They're like, nah,
generation.
chill out.
Chemical
For a
warfare.
while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
Uh-oh.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted
like a
to
trap.
talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well,
His
there
father?
are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Bum bum bum.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal.
Oh no.
His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before.
Oh, he killed him. That's good though.
My
He
father's
wasn't doing
chest.
anything for his people.
That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Oh no.
So long, Rex.
See, you just want to hug him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of hugging people, let's give her an awkward "I'm your boss" shoulder rub. Hey Ashley, do you like this?
Oh,
on your
before I
shoulders?
go, you said you're serving with Commander Shephard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Wow.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Shame her! I hate Ashley. I hate her. You just want the
Sister
booty, don't
Ashley.
you?
It's a nice booty.
Until I get home and kill her. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
We did, bitch.
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
She's a bitch.
She racist.
Can we shun her? I really hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her.
She's a
Plus, it
skunk of a
could be
bitch.
Politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice.
She's being
bug
real
out
shitty to
monsters.
you.
Hey man.
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Your
Fucking
family
hate her.
seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my
Why is she
sisters
so
especially.
skunky?
With Dad on duty,
She was
so
in a
much,
race
I had to help
war.
Mom raise them.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
I know, right? She's a
Things
bitch.
were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
We killed her
Like the
third
story.
sister.
Feel like sharing?
We loved it.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend.
real
who wanted to
creepy.
Go faster than she did, Mike.
Fuck Mike's.
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
No means
Where do you
no.
think this was
No.
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster.
She's making
of
up plans
dozen
now.
Hawaii.
Amateur also sounds like where they do
Close
amateur
enough to talk
porn.
regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency.
Okay.
Couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't
You know
ask
he
at all,
does.
I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods.
Never go in the
Figured it was
woods.
past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
What happened to Mike? What happened to that twat?
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy.
No.
I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her
hate
cool, God
Ashley
bless her,
so
as he
much.
screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and
I'd rather her on the fucking team.
she helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an
Spoilers.
ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying.
Took him long enough.
The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We
You're a
do
racist
things when we're
bunch.
Ready. Not before, not after.
It was pointless! Fuck your story!
Wasn't his family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
Of course you can.
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that love me
she's a
and
noob.
alone.
Everything she
For
says
always
is
roaming with
just
a
shit
hungry
I'm
heart.
hearing in my
Much have I
ears.
seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils,
Like, if
governments.
anyone else would say this, I was like, oh, this is so nice, but say bull now! I hate her! No, what's this crap?
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses is my dad's favorite poem. Every time
Nice to her.
She got a banging body bump.
No, she doesn't.
retired.
You gotta wait for her to take her pants off.
She literally was designed to be a bitch.
When she takes her pants off to go pee pee, the toilets go.
They go, this bitch again. That's what they do. That's what that as far as the this bitch again.
She's
and you know what
always-
they do? They always do the freaking toilet splatter back up. They say, fuck her.
All the toilets become
She's
bidets
just walking
when
around with
she's using
toilet water on her panties. Fuck this bitch.
them. Oh yeah, we're talking to her.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a really.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so.
I'm sorry, he recorded her reading it to save the first fucking recording.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching though. So behave.
I'm sorry, behave? Say, yeah, sure he is. Be a dick. Why can't you want to be
Wherever we
mean
go
to
after
everyone else, but why won't you
I
be
don't want
mean
to
to
be
her?
mean to anybody.
That's not true. You always hesitate
No,
over the
Babbaloo,
mean
it's
one.
fine.
That's
She's
the
Christian.
problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Okay, let's take a pause here. No.
No what?
No. Does not absolve her. She's a bitch. She's racist. Okay? And not even the toilets like her.
I mean,
She is rude to her commanding officer. She doesn't know how to flirt. She's just a whore. She's a whore, skunky whore of a bitch. I hate her so much. Like, just everything she says is so shitty.
man, it's all plain and simple. All
I
sins
would
are
have.
forgiven.
I would have. She doesn't seem like she's asking for fucking forgiveness.
No,
Let's be clear. Okay, I would have already shipped her out into cold, dead space at this point. I hate her.
Okay, but here's a question: Does Shephard believe in God?
Because of the question answers right here.
Yeah.
Not my place to judge, so I guess not. Fanatic, apparently not.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have.
He wants to get in your foxhole now.
She's got saggy tits.
Really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez.
I hate her.
Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Say good fucking bye. Say
What's
goodbye.
your opinion on the last mission?
I want to know what she thinks about
I'm sure
Liara.
I'd buy Dr. Tassoni's
Ouch.
story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I don't talk to some of my family. Fuck.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Say it wouldn't be appropriate. That's not nice. That's actually not
The
nice.
best way to spend your time, Chief?
I read you, Commander. I'll behave.
Yeah, you
Too bad those
whore.
ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Say good fucking
We'll talk
bye.
later, Williams.
She's just talking about random
Looking
shit
forward
now.
to it, Skipper.
You put her back in line. That was rude of her.
Why can't she have girl
No,
talk?
that wasn't. She was real snotty about it. She
That's
was
what
like,
girls
she was no,
do.
she was no, they don't.
They were gonna have a
No.
slumber party
Josh,
scene.
Josh, she was real snotty about it, as if like she shouldn't be embarrassed about her sex life.
She's real snotty about a lot of things. Like Tali.
Oh, hello, Shepherd.
Hi. Oh, what's wrong?
Are you okay?
Tali, are you
I don't
okay?
know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me.
Why has Ashley been
Chief
racist to you?
engineer.
Is that why you feel out of place?
But I just
Possibly.
feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep
Oh,
at
she's
night?
homesick.
Yeah.
Silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to
Because it
hear
means
is
your
silence.
shit's not working.
It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true.
I want to hold her hand.
I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepherd. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
She's a good person.
I should go.
She's nice.
See you later.
She just wants to help people, and she said, "See you later," because you're friends.
for you.
Carry on, Adams.
Yeah, fuck off, Adams.
Carry on. Carry on. Do do do.
I feel like I may be too harsh sometimes. What do you think?
You?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, stop! Don't rub me like that.
Yes, what?
I agree with you.
That what?
What you said.
What did I say?
What? Actually, that feels kind of good.
What did I
Your
say?
threatening neck grip feels good on my tense body. Ah.
Commander?
Goodbye.
Carry on, Preston.
Ouch! Ouch!
Yes, sir.
Ouch! Stop! You're hurting me.
I'm not. I'm loosening you up. You're fine.
But it
Just so
hurts.
everyone knows, he, Hulk over here hurt his arm
I
by...
prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal.
You hurt your neck, but you
Recommend
feel
me
it in
for
your
one since
arm.
I, hold your
Working out
boots
so
out of
much.
the fire.
I've been working on his poor arm like all day.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun,
Yeah.
fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Tell me about
No,
your-
let's not.
I have to go.
Let's not shame him
See ya.
at all. He's just so mean. He puts my mean to shame.
Me?
No, me.
Oh.
He's really mean. He's all like, the fuck you want? I'm broken. Want me to break you?
All right.
I feel like he's just gonna, like, one of these days we're gonna push him too far. He's just gonna slap his arm against the desk, break his bone, and then just shank us with it.
That's intense.
He's intense. He doesn't fuck around. He's like, I worked my whole life to get here. He's just super scary and like he's motivated. There's nothing more scary than a motivated person to me. It's like, how dare you have goals? They're intense.
Okay.
I live on this couch, okay? Motivated. I can't. Type A personality, just like, I'm gonna need them to have a cup of tea.
Why don't you drink some of your tea
With some
right now?
weed. No, it's making me too anxious. It got too much sugar.
Okay.